the pines. Rain dust dancing, sun breaks the fall. Black soil turning under steel and slaw. 165 holes through the low wet ground. 399 holes as the swans swing around. Red tractors in the pine, working through the finished sky. From the barley to the rye, and the spruce that scrapes so high. Feet, 4 old friends and a lifetime of weed. Red tractors in the pine, working through the finished sky. From the valley to the rye, and the spruce that scrapes so high. Tractors in the pine. Ooh, red tractors in the pine. Chat keeps yapping about my life like it knows my every move, but it never stacked up birch pile high or pulled a stuck rig loose. Long field flat and frozen, breath hangs wide in the air. I got belly under blankets and diesel in my prayer. Weather is the boss out here. Not some screen, not some talk in my ear. From the grain to the gray old moss, clock says go, but the sky says stop. I plan, I push, I cuss, I toss, but the weather is the boss. Red messy hums at sunrise, tracks through slush and clay. Spruce line holds the hillside where the saw sings half the day. Skis lean by the back door, waiting on a clear blue spell. I read the clouds like scripture, more than any manual. Weather is the boss out here. Not some screen, not some talk in my ear. From the grain to the gray old moss, clock says go, but the sky says stop. I plan, I push, I cuss, I toss, but the weather is the boss. Frost, flood, hail, thaw, I just dance to what I'm dealt. Oh yeah, you can tell me what I should do, but this land decides itself. Weather is the boss out here. Not some screen, not some talk in my ear. From the grain to the gray old moss, clock says go, but the sky says stop. I plan, I push, I cuss, I talk.
det har fått rätt sen liksom när jag var med att köra.
Jo. Men sen när du har kört det så kan man smörja olja det där revsor. Jo.
Den blir nu bara just i damm och det bör man, men jag kan sätta den där framför.
Jag putsade det fasta som det loss.
Flit men det lossar bara torkar.
Det kom trycket hålligt och det läcker inte och det kom från allt brut och allt de där munstycken.
Det blir ungefär jämnt spridigt ut. Ja.
Jo. Man ska börja de bak med det där.
Det går bra ja. Jag tar ut det så jag drar det här med samma så är det färdigt.
Men var det inställt uttryck att de kassarna liksom är fritt?
Det var bra ja. Jo. Det är lika som tidigare, inte det ändå.
Men nu är det nog bra.
But yeah, we're probably John is gonna spray with this tractor because I think the top link, we don't have a top link on the 3-point hitch that would fit the other tractor. Like this one is too long for the other tractor. So we kind of have to have the sprayer on this tractor, I think. Otherwise we could try to spray with the GPS tractor, but I think John has like in a phone like a not so accurate GPS, but he's gonna spray with that GPS instead. And then I'm gonna use this we're gonna weed this one field here. This little field. This should definitely not take very long. But then he can spray on all the oatsy fields.
Taksan är rak.
Jag lyfter ju också så att det är bra.
Jo, höj, jo, så är det. Det är skar så kan du lyfta det annars.
Jag ska laga ut det där och sen tänker jag fast det. Så ja, det ger ganska många.
Ja, det räcker inte längre. Start this one up. Now it's on, everything's blue. I think it's on. I can get everything in the tractor on. But yeah, we'll see more of the spraying once I get this done first. We can try. I can maybe even try the drone to fly the drone when he's spraying. But first we'll weed this a little bit. Weeder guy. Should also be not too windy for John to spray. He can spray all the day today, or at least evening. There's not much wind right now. Always best to spray when there's not a ton of wind. Pretty much in the middle. Middle of things. John had to rob one of the mounts for his phone GPS, so we're just gonna have the chat phone like here today. Don't have my mounting. Connections back, and then we need to switch. Do some switcheroonies. Probably drive outside, but we get this right, and then we can use. We might need to drive tractor outside before we can do this. Seems to be not liking it. Yeah, clock is not definitely 18:1. We need to drive outside before we can do things. Set up some things. Hopefully the time goes right when I drive outside. It's like 18:02 right now, which it probably is not the right time. Not the right time right now. Now the clock is right. Now we might start and do the setup things without it complaining all the time. Oh yeah, RTK not connected. Needs a little time. Task we can start. Stop here and write stuff in. Should be right. That should be right. Good. I think we have a good line. Yeah, we should be good there. And we can start the record so we don't forget. Then we can flip these out. Nah, that one went on the inside. Sometimes you need to, there's like the edge, you can go on the wrong side there. Need to go outside and do that before we continue. Yeah, hat. I need the hat. Now we should be pretty much ready to go, I think. Maybe put the phone. I'm gonna stay there. Maybe stay here. I don't have a good place to put the cell phone when we don't have the mount. Maybe that's better. Then we should be ready to go now. Should have everything set up. Can get this lift arms to work. Kinda working again. Kind of bury some of the shorter stuff, but should come back. See how it lifts now. As you can see, it's kind of jerky when it lets down the thing. happens. Oh man. Damn electrical things. But yeah, now we can see the rows, so I think everything pretty much has germinated, but we're kind of getting closer to the critical things again. It's probably again running out of water here pretty soon, so. And this week does not look good for rain. There's like no rain in the forecast, so. The usual issues. Hoping that it would rain more. Does lift up normally, but when you let it down, it is not good. Just do this. We'll continue from this corner. Now it went down kind of smooth. Different every time you lower it down. Probably use GPS here already. Seems like it's lining up, I think, decently enough. And we'll see how badly it lowers down the thing. We might always need to stop here like this. That's a smooth. That's per smooth lowering. Now we should be able to do GPS for the rest. Just need to see if this lowering thing works. Yeah? Just need maybe some warm up. Yeah, John is starting over there too. He's gonna spray this field first, I guess. Pretty much we have done now almost half the field already. This is very, very small field, so it does not take long with this one. Sure we don't hit the trees. This lighter grass you see, that's the twitch grass. That's a weed. That's a weed this doesn't really rip up, but there's a little bit of that on this field, it seems. gonna be probably at the end there like half a pass. We can leave that untouched, then we'll see if we have like a sample if how it looks there where it's like pretty bad start but no weeding done. Instead of like double weeding some stuff. Could leave a little test strip. Up here, then it's gonna be like half, like 6 meters almost, like untouched there. Can leave that as a test strip. This little strip here we can leave. And there's a little bit of good stuff, a little bit of bad stuff, then we can compare. Yeah, there comes Johnny boy with sprayer. Spraying some manganese. Not spraying any herbicide or pesticides. Might look like it, but it's just basically nutrient, micronutrient. Just it's the similar as when we humans eat like vitamins. John is just giving some vitamins to the crop. Johnny boy. It's not pretty nice spraying weather, cloudy and not too windy. You can do at least that one and maybe this field, and then the two fields out in the open, maybe in the evening or something, if the wind starts to pick up. Two passes left, up, down. We're gonna end up in the right end. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah, then one pass down there. Then this is good. Then all the weeding has been done for this year. that's it for the weeding. We will go here, put it up there, then we can maybe grease it if there's something that needs to be greased, or just, I don't know if John wants to pressure wash the thing. See if we can fit this like without folding it up. See if we have enough room. Rake the grass here a bit. Guess we can leave it up in there, then we can clean the biggest trash off there right now. But yeah, this one we can task, we can just end task. Time to put hat underneath if I don't wanna sunburn my head. There's a little weeds like this that get stuck, and there could be, like, there's probably a few oats in here too, but you're always gonna lose a little bit of the oats when you do the weeding, but hopefully more gains. No lite både och, alltid blir det någon sån där sed. No, inte tror jag nu att det tar för mycket. Det är när det far i en rad så drar det upp. Bara det inte far för djupt att det inte river röttren så är det okej nu. This might come loose easier if we let it dry for a day and then do this. Just a little bit like this. Probably might be easier. Let this dry. But yeah, this tool, it's maybe you could pressure wash it, but it's pretty, doesn't get that much use per year. Could use some sort of tool here maybe. But yeah, we can go check when John is spraying here, I think. This is weeds for sure, this stuff. Better let it dry, then it falls off even easier. Let's check what John's doing. See some very rare spraying on this farm. John has like he has the GPS in this tractor. He has the GPS in the phone, I think. So he has like an approximate GPS, not as accurate as the other one, but yeah, it's good enough for this. This is just spraying nutrients. So if we can go like close enough, then it's good. Seems like he's going pretty good, maybe a little overlap now, but yeah, this is a nutrient as I said, so it's not that, it doesn't need to be that precise. If we can get just roughly, it's spread roughly even here, then it's good. Seems like it's going, he's in pretty good spot there right now, I think. You can see the tracks from the first pass. Seems pretty good. Here he's done like one pass and then the second pass there. But yeah, the cracks are starting to show in the soil again, so rain would be nice. But yeah, now when this is so small, even where he drives, the crop will like come up. It's still small enough to where it will recover, I would say. Spraying some nutrients. Now he's maybe too close to this way, but close enough. Not much wind at least. Not much wind at least. But yeah, if he went there the last pass, he's probably got a little overlap now. But yeah, as I said, this is nutrient. I think it like affects through the leaves mostly, but maybe it's to the ground too. So it's like, yeah. Of course it would be better with the other GPS, but the sprayer doesn't fit on the new tractor. I think we would need like a new 3-point, not 3-point hitch, but the top link of the 3-point hitch. But yeah, it's roughly like 30 meters from the edge now, so it's pretty even, I would say. Even Steven. Oh, I should do this. The YouTube wants to disconnect always. See if we can get this to work. No. Seems to be case sensitive. No. Might need to do this on the computer to get this to work. Maybe it's the number, what was it? 8464, I don't remember. But yeah, I'll do this later. At least I can't read it. I can't read the YouTube chat now, but we got Twitch and Kick chat working at least. What's the stuff he's spraying? It's manganese. It's a micronutrient, basically vitamins or a vitamin for the crop. That you can spray even if you farm organic, because it's just a nutrient that's found in nature naturally also. It's not man-made, so. Because yeah, someone is definitely gonna wonder why we're spraying. We're organic farmers, but still spraying. But it's basically the only thing you can spray is like nutrients. But yeah, this oats, it's been growing quite fast now. It already has like like 4 leaves, almost 5 leaves. Yeah, this is like the flag leaf has come out already on this one. If this is not a weed, that's really early. It can't really be the last leaf. Second to last leaf, but yeah, they would probably need some rain now. But it's bushing up now nicely. Now you can't see the rows anymore. It's like the oats are. It's getting wider. But yeah, we can dig down now. Yeah, I mean there's some moisture, but it's getting it's getting to the dry point here, I would say. Really would be nice with some heavy rain, but this week at least looks very bad. No rain. No rain in sight. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll spray this and then after that it's up to nature what we get. Can't really do anything then anymore. But yeah, other than it's starting to suffer from rain, I mean it looks pretty good still. The oats. Some weeds in the bottom here, but that's kind of to be expected. Some of it, I don't know if we can see the clover, and we put some grass underneath here also. I don't really know how the clover looks when it's really tiny. But I would say these are probably weeds, but some of these could be the clover. It's like really small in the beginning and it grows very little the first year. It's basically this size when you harvest almost the clover. It's very small the first year. But yeah, it seems like he's doing behind the island now with the first tank. Then we can fill up and then he can probably do the rest of this and that field. And I think he can do like 3 hectares, maybe almost 4 hectares with one tank. But yeah, here the stuff that's been driven on, I would say that comes up still, most of it. And it's good to do that. That's one thing why it's good to do with the old tractor. Pretty narrow tracks. It flattens maybe 1 row or 2 rows. And they, I think at least most of them should come up. We'll see that in a few days if this comes up. I think it's small enough still to where most of this will like recover. It's just flattened a little bit now, but I think this will recover. And yeah, narrow wheels on an old tractor, so yeah, he's spraying the backside there now. But yeah, this spraying goes pretty fast. It's like not a big sprayer, but 10 meters wide, so I don't know how fast he's driving, maybe 8 kilometers per hour or something, so he's gonna cover like quite a bit of hectares in 1 hour. Something, but yeah, otherwise the leaves look pretty healthy. Like I don't see any bug damage or anything like that, at least. So that's good. But liquids are needed. Liquids are badly needed. Yeah, here you can see the cracks are starting to form in the ground. It's starting to dry up and then the ground kind of shrinks. But yeah, even here it looks okay. Here's like poor soil. Smaller here, but looks okay-ish here. But in desperate need of liquids. Like we can dig down. It's darker here. Like this stuff, it's not bone dry yet, but this week it's gonna be hot now, so right about now would be great to get a lot of rain. We're really hoping the forecast is really wrong this week. Need a lot of rain. And yeah, now he's spraying around the island there. Then he goes back and forth. This is the last part. I think he's going like 8 kilometers per hour, maybe 10. So he's spraying like basically 8 hectares per hour, I guess, if he would be able to, like the filling up takes half the time. Maybe he's empty now. Yeah, he needs more liquid. Now I can show when we fill it up. Yeah, today you will see something very rare on the stream. John is spraying, which happens very rarely on this channel. But yeah, I can help him fold up the wings now. He needs more liquids now. Yeah, this is our field. Then we got some other fields also that we rent. But yeah, let's help John fold the wings up. Then we can fill the sprayer up with more water and a little bit of manganese. Wings up. Fold up wings. Så det far ungefär, ja. Var det 3,5 hektar per år? Ai, så du kanske lite mer, lite spruta lite mer. Ja. Är det någon skillnad vilken ving far före? Ja, flippa upp den där först. Flip that up and then this side first in, then we'll take this side. Yeah, that one goes first. Then this one. Den som lockar in det. Det där, ja. Det håller du med sådär. Then we just fill up more.
Så en till och sen lagar vi där och vi fyller bara vet du, en basisskruta där dras ut och där sen så drar man åt där i kanske.
Man ser om det börjar blåsa men ska inte dra de här först nu och sen ikväll resten.
Sen på något sätt allt delar in sen
fasliga sprutor, ja. Let's go fill up. More liquids. Do we have livestock? No. I don't think the meat prices here are super high. I mean, maybe they have moved up a little bit here also, I think, but it's the one thing, like even if you wanted, like you can't, it's not that easy to just start having livestock all of a sudden. It would take probably a year to get like up to speed first. And then by that time the price might already be lower. But yeah, this is the stuff we're spraying. Mantrac Pro. Liquid nutrients. 28% manganese, 4% nitrogen. Basically nutrients, or it is micronutrients. Vatten i först då. Mostly water and then a little bit of that. What about the price of gas? Yeah, price of gas and price of diesel is also like it's basically doubled in 2 years now. So it's not good. Of course, directly cuts into in the already small profits. Not good, not good. There's the bottle.
Joo.
Men det tar nog 30 tarkka.
En burkis näillä ja halvburk. Hur mycket ska det?
6,5 liter.
Ja.
Det är blod och det kan bli 3 hektar.
Det ser ut som O'boy.
Det var kör i burken 3 gånger för att komma till sån här sandbotten.
Ja. Better be outside. I think the connection might not work inside very well. But yeah, first, bunch of water. And then that stuff, it looks like basically like a chocolate milkshake. What you're growing? We are growing this year oats, and then a couple of fields have grass. But yeah, last year we had like wheat, oats, peas, but this year only oats. Oats on all the big fields. Then I got the garden also, but that's kind of not. That's just hobby farming. But yeah, we will spray this on all the oats. Manganese on all the oats. And now the water is up to here. It takes a while to fill this. Here you can see all the way up to like 600 liters. Ja. And a little bit of milkshake in, or chocolate shake. looks like brown stuff. Wheelie. Chocolate in there. Manganese, yeah. But yeah, the fuel price, it depends on what's the average income. So I believe, I don't know what gas is, let's say in Switzerland, because in Switzerland they have really high income. So if it's like 2 euros per liter in Switzerland, then it's actually like cheap. Depends on the income also.
Yeah, no chemical spraying because it's organic.
No, just nutrients here.
Yeah.
99% water and 1% nutrients, pretty much, or less than 1%.
1% is and then 99% water.
Hur bra får du med det kännykan? Det blir ungefär med det lite
Ja, det man bara i millan har det lite sådär liksom.
adoptiv då.
Och sen små lite sådär, det får man bara.
Man se från ränderna från såren.
På ett sätt. Med spåren så tydligt.
Ja.
Det här på asfalten, det var det kurva på det känns lite savailta. Så vet man vart man kör ifrån just där man sitter spår så får man
Råla tillräckligt bra.
Se mig där vi får hålla till spåren. Man kör det igång. Kanske simman. Så det är plus där det
Jag kan inte köra det annat, jag kan se något på drone innan storm.
Ja, det går det också ut. Det är classic combination here.
If this thing works. But yeah, this will fill up here. I could try again, see if we can get I could try to shoot some drone footage. We'll try. It hasn't really worked before, but we have some different things going on now. So once they get that filled up, then I could try. I'm gonna put this backpack here now. Then I'm gonna go after the drone, and then we'll try to get some drone footage. We'll see how it works, or if it doesn't work. It might work actually this time. Because we have a different setup for the drone, but I'm gonna leave you guys here for a little bit. I'm gonna go pick up the drone and stuff, and then we will see if we can shoot some drone footage from here. Leave you guys here like this for now, and then we'll try to get some drone footage, maybe. If we get things working, or if I think the drone was charged. I gotta check if the drone has like enough juice. But yeah, this can be here for a while. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, now we need one phone to put it in the drone thing. And we can maybe start the drone soon. This thing needs to go here. This thing needs to go here. I guess we can wait a little bit. They should be, or the tractor should be filled up soon. Yeah, I'm gonna put you guys on the brake screen, and then I will be back in a bit here. This one actually, I haven't even mounted it to the table. It's actually just on the table. But it's stable enough. I want to remove it when I'm gonna do some nailing here or screwing soon. Then it's nice to get it out. It's from Norway, just like Yara today. I don't know if Yara previously was Norsk Hydro. But yeah, old fertilizer bag. Maybe I have to look it up online, see if it's the same company still, or maybe it was a different company. Oh yeah, maybe did I remove it, or maybe it was a pic for Discord. That would definitely be a good picture for Discord. Now we can just load this rotten wood, if it stays together. That is the question. Yeah, it's snow dunes. It's the exact same principle.
Yeah.
Wind blows sand or wind blows snow. Then you get all kinds of.
Yeah, the sand dunes look pretty similar.
Oh yeah, then we go. See now. That stuff we can try. This stuff. Oh yeah, I should use a secondary phone actually to check one thing. Because when I use that phone for the I can see how the stream looks, see if it's working. Oh yeah, John is taking wings out. Let's see if we can get this thing to work maybe. To load the secondary phone so I can get visual here. No, not that. Come on. This other phone is of course laggy as you can guess what. Oh yeah, you can see, can you hear me actually? Because when I'm in the secondary screen, I don't know if it picks up the... Oh yeah, it should actually. Yeah, I'm just trying to, with my secondary phone, load it up here so I can see what you see if it's kind of working. Oh yeah, and you should be able to hear me because we got the secondary picture there also. Okay, let's go. We just need to find where John is. And of course it's sunny so I can't see anything, but I see John here. I should put this. Maybe it's lagging now. Maybe it's working. Can't really tell from the secondary picture if it's lagging or not. On my drone camera it's working. I don't know this if it's the phone or it's maybe not the perfect yet, but I will have to check the VOD because of course the sun is trying to come out now so I can't see anything. There's some dude spraying here though. To go up so we're not hitting John when he's turning. Seems to be okay. Might be some lag. You never know. It seems to be okay at least. And there you see the previous tracks. Right now he's doing pretty good. Pretty good for the distance with just this. He's got the cell phone GPS. It's pretty good. The wind is starting to pick up, so he's probably going to do this field and then we'll do the little field and then we can do more in the evening when the wind is even lower. But it's not bad, the wind is not bad now, it's good. Still good conditions. now this seems like it's not lagging too badly right now. Better than ever before, I think. So that's a step in the right direction. Getting better with the drone streaming. Starting from the other side now. Already sprayed this part. Need to make sure I'm not under the power lines, then we can go up higher. So if we go here, now we should be not under the power lines anymore. There goes John. Spraying away. There you can see the previous tracks. They're pretty straight, I would say. He's just using the phone. He can kind of follow the seeding tracks there now, I think also. I guess we could take an overlook of the field. We'll try to go like this, then we'll go up high. Start from low and go up high. See how the field looks from, if you go very high up. This is what it looks close down, then we go up. Up and up. Up to like 100 meters. Then it's gonna start complaining if we go higher. Oh, let's not go too low. No homing missile. %50 battery life left. Still fly around a bit. You can even see the percentage up in the right corner. There you can see how much we got left in the drone battery actually. And you can see the height and the speed and everything also there actually, when we stream it like this. Weather info. Yeah, but behind that it only says my connection to the drone and like how many satellites. Like that's not, you don't need that info. I guess it says how many minutes I got left of flight time, but other than that it doesn't really say anything important. At least you can see the speed in the bottom left. You can see like the speed and the height and how far it's away from me and something like that. Okay, I got like 10 minutes more, so not much left. If I fly a little bit, then I need probably start to complain, and I need to return to base. Yeah, now there's a little bit of wind, so we want to spray just this, and we can maybe do the little field. Then it's probably best to wait for the evening when there's again less wind. Got a few passes left of this cell phone. The drone will run out of battery, but he's got only this middle part of the field left here, I think. Okay, now I got like 25% battery. I think it's gonna start to complain soon, so I better head back for the landing zone here. I think it's like 20% or something, and it starts to complain. We'll see if we can land on the concrete here or something. Somewhere where we have like I don't want to land in the grass because it's going to wings could kind of flip the thing. We'll see if we can land. Nope. Up. See if we can land between the pallets here. Need to go closer myself so I can land safe. Okay, we got it down safely, I think. I'm gonna switch scenes again here for a little bit. I'll be back. If I can do this here, I need to do some other things again. But I think as for like, I think this was the best drone stream so far. Still a little bit laggy, but much better than before, I think. Seems like this one phone here doesn't have very good internet, so if I would stand, I could try some other place next time. Like stand, this is not the best place to stand in, I think. But yeah, what? Maybe I write just here. But yeah, I'll be right back. I just need to do a little. This one actually, I haven't even mounted it to the table. It's actually just on the table. But it's stable enough. I want to remove it when I'm gonna do some nailing here or screwing soon. Then I kind of, it's nice to get it out. It's from Norway, just like Yara today. I don't know if Yara previously was Norsk Hydro. But yeah, old fertilizer bag. Maybe I have to look it up online, see if it's the same company still, or maybe it was a different company. Oh yeah, maybe did I remove it, or maybe it was a pic for Discord. That would definitely be a good picture for Discord. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the drone still. Don't leave anything here, then we need to charge everything up. Need to remember to take drone in too when we leave. So now we can put this phone back. Take this other phone out from here. I could use my old phone for this drone place, but the old phone is too old. It doesn't run the software I used to capture the picture from this phone to send it to stream. Oh man. So it's a little bit tricky, but I think it worked now for the first time. Like I think it worked like properly. A little bit bad internet maybe still, but at least technically it worked now. Because when we did the last bike stream also, I could use the cell phone as a secondary cam now. It worked much better than before. But that's nice. Finally get some things to work. some things that have been big issues before. Yeah, now we can put I'm gonna put the drones away still, then I'll come back, then you can still see when John is driving there, but I'll be right back, then we can do some other stuff still. Alright, now we can put you back on the head. But yeah, I could stream also only the drone cam, but then there will be no commentary because the sound comes from this camera. The drone doesn't really have any good sound to give, just some buzzing. But yeah, I think John is gonna wrap up this field here very soon. Then this whole field is sprayed. Then he might do the little field here that we did the weeding on, and then the rest he'll do in the evening, I think, because the wind has started to pick up a little bit. It's got a little bit left still, I think. I should probably go up there, look at the grass field also, see if the grass fields need mowing. That's gonna be the next field thing, but probably gonna be a few weeks. The grass can still grow, I think, before we need to mow that. Yeah, we can take a quick quick look at the grass field up here. But yeah, this is when you do the mechanical weeding, it always looks a bit rough right after. Like you always rip out a little bit of the oats too, but rain on this, and otherwise even it will bounce up like pretty good in the next few days. But rain would also be very good to get on this stuff. Okay, see you next time, Mark. Yeah, now he's only got a little bit there left. Seems good. You can spray that sprayer empty there. Then we put about the right amount of the manganese on the 6 hectares. It's not much, it's like the bottles had how many liters? It was like, I think when he put like 600 liters of water in the tank, he put like 6 liters of the manganese. So it's like only 1% is other stuff than water. So you're basically spraying water and just a little bit of manganese. Just a few kilos per hectare. Yeah, here on the hill it looks very rough when you do the weeding. Looks like there's nothing again, but hopefully some of it bounces up. Other parts look a little better. Here's a bird probably died here. There's like big feathers here. Big feathers. I mean, the grass field, it has grown a lot. When we were on the other field, removed the barn, the grass was very like only 5 centimeters maybe tall. Yeah, it's grown a bunch. It has grown a bunch. How do you have nest here? But yeah, this is nowhere near to be needed to mow yet. There seems to be a bunch of this weed here. This is not too bad. When you plow, this one dies. But then there's a clover, and this is the other grass we put in. But yeah, no need to mow this yet. No. This can grow for at least like a week or 2 more. I should fly the drone over this also, see if we can maybe see the weedier spots. Like right here there's almost no weeds, just this one, and this one isn't bad. I don't see too many thistles or other weeds here. So yeah, this can just grow and then we'll mow it. When the weeds, before the weeds start to multiply or replicate, then it's a good time to mow. But no, this does not need to be mowed. It has just started to grow now. Pretty much. Yeah, the clover is only like 15 centimeters tall yet. So this can definitely grow still. This might be weeds here. This might be cider, or maybe this looks like oats. What the hell? Maybe some oats survived the winter. It's either that or it's twitch grass. Looks a little bit suspicious though. I don't know if this is oats. It shouldn't really be, but like a little patch here. It's probably just the twitch grass. Yeah, it's twitch grass, I would say. Some patches of that here. If it grows like suspiciously in rows. No, I think it's just everywhere, then it's definitely the weed. There's like little patches here, maybe a little patch, some patches of it, but it's not too bad here. Maybe there's more patches over there. But yeah, the clover is really coming. The clover would grow nicely if we would get more rain. There's like quite a bit of clover, but you should see if it rains. It looks like just clover. Clover everywhere. Now I think John might be done with this first fill. But yeah, no, this does not need to be mowed yet. Can grow for a bit more. And yeah, you can see the big ditches again. The classic, only very little water in the bottom now. So even if you wanted to irrigate this field from this water, there's not enough water here to irrigate now. If this would be full of water, then yeah, you could irrigate. But when it's dry on the field, it's also dry in the ditch. So that makes it not good. There's just a little bit at the bottom and there's pretty much no flow. So as soon as you would start to pump something up to the field, this would like instantly drain to the bottom. Yeah, there's no flow in the water really. No. I think John is done with the first field. Then we'll see. Maybe he fills up a little bit and does this small field. Seems like we're skipping some frames, so internet is... We're probably gonna try to buy a new modem for to get the upload better, because the upload is kind of sketchy. The upload is not good enough. That's what making the, like, it seems like we're like missing some frames. It's because of the upload not being good enough. Not here where I am, but where it uploads to, where the computer is, where it's uploading to Twitch and Kick and stuff. That's where we need more upload. Oh yeah, he folded up the wings. We'll see if he fills up now more or later. Later staters. But yeah, this GPS thing we can take. Don't need this anymore. Since John is not using this GPS with his... He's just using cell phone for approximate GPS. Just to put this number so it can't fall down. Kör du ännu det här lillåkaren eller vad det här? Det ska vara lite vad?
300 lägger i.
Joo,
Ja.
sen laittaa käynnissä liikaa.
Ja.
Joo. Det var kallt. Inte här. Joo. Jag fyller nyt jo.
We're still gonna do this small field. Then the rest in the evening maybe or tomorrow morning. Behöver du det? Jag kan ta det akkun. Behöver du akku? Kan du ha i fickan och ladda den till lika? Jag kan ska hämta en akku. Behöver du akku till ladd?
Det räcker.
Ja, det räcker inte längre. We feel just half full and then you can do this small field. Ja, det är 150 nu. Halfway. Just kan man stänga av just för det var lite till en så är det 300. Jag säger gärna det fullt, ja. A little bit more still. Oh shit, did the stream die? We'll work. Nu börjar det va? Ja. Det är lite sådär kanske. Should be enough to do the little field. Little field. We can go check. We should go check the greenhouse here. It's not too hot in the greenhouse. And John will just spray this little bit. Spray the little field. The wind is definitely picking up, so he'll just do the little bit, and then the rest is better to do when the wind is lower. Maybe this evening or maybe next morning. What are your guesses about the greenhouse temp? It's probably close to 40 here. We might want to open one of the roof hatches. Could be quite hot inside here. Yep, it's hot. Oh shit, it's like 50. I need to open the roof so it doesn't get too hot here. Otherwise the stuff will get cooked. Probably open both of these. Literally let some hot air out. Maybe have the door open for a little bit. Otherwise some of this could take some damage. These days when it's like 20 degrees and sunny, probably need to open these every day, the roof things. But moisture situation I think is good. Don't need to irrigate. Could weed a little bit. First we kind of need to get the door to stay open. Could do a little bit of weeding and cooling down the place. The sun is shining on that, so it might show more, but it feels very warm inside here. For sure, like maybe not 50 degrees here, but pretty warm. This one looks a little weak, but these tomato plants look pretty good. I don't know if they don't seem to need support yet, but we might soon need to put some support. Help them stay upright. Should be good moisture here. Maybe you could put a little bit more liquids. Probably not needed, but tomorrow we can put again. When you put the peaty ground here, it keeps the moisture quite well. Yeah, it's not like wet, but oh yeah, this is kind of, maybe we put a little bit. I guess it doesn't hurt to put a little bit. It's not like soaking wet where it would actually hurt the plants. Yeah, this gherkin plant, it's definitely growing. It had 2 leaves, now it has like 4. It's kind of flimsy, but I think it survived the transfer over. Corn is starting to look healthier. It had some bad leaves here. Probably got not enough water. So some of these started to wilt away, but now the new leaves, they look healthy. Also no snakes inside here. We had one snake outside here a couple of days ago. There would be a snake inside here. It could be kind of not nice. Snake stuck inside here. Yeah, let's put a little water. Shouldn't hurt. Cool down the plants a bit, I guess. Potatoes don't really need that much water, I think. If you put one like this every day, maybe that's a good amount. Let it suck up. But yeah, now it's definitely cooling down. Now it's only 40 here according to this one. We put some water on it, so that's definitely took it down. I think we can close the door, but we'll leave the roof hatches open so they stuff don't get boiled inside here. The only good thing about the not rain is it's not really, grass is not growing. There comes John, yeah, he just takes the corners, like that's fine. Sweeping corners. There's not really, in the really corners, there's not really much growing anyway, so simpler to just turn around like that. But yeah, manganeese. I put some sunflowers here and they're really hard to spot where I put them. This might be, I think this might be a sunflower here. This one right here. There's also one, I think. And there should be. I put them on little like mounds. But I think I still want to let them grow a little bit. Then we do the weeding, because I can't tell where they are. I guess I know what's not. Like this is for sure not. Not the sunflower. So we could rip those out, I guess. I could use a weeder thing if I could find exactly. Here should be like one, but it maybe didn't start to grow. Don't know what the germination percent of the sunflowers is. This is, I'm sure this is a sunflower. And I put them roughly like a foot apart, maybe like 30 centimeters apart. So if that's one, there's one, here should be one. Probably didn't start to grow because I didn't see anything there. Then there's there should be one here and one there. Didn't really see much there. And there should be, could be here, could be one. And there's like here's one. Pretty sure. This is weed for sure. Thistles. There's one, I see. How about this place? Another little bug. I don't know if there's any in the corner, but here's one for sure. So we can, I guess, weed around these that we know that are pretty sure that's a sunflower. Then here could be some, or it could be one. Can't see anything here really. Did irrigate this a little bit ago, so it should be okay with the moisture. There's a sunflower, I see. Probably best to just wait still. The thing, it could be hard to spot them then, but then at least I know what's a sunflower. I guess I could go through like this too, I kind of see. Somewhere here we ended with the sunflowers, I think. The sunflowers aren't tall yet, I guess, so. I guess we could rip all the tall weeds out because those are these are not sunflowers. If I can't find the sunflowers, then maybe we can find the not sunflowers. Then try to not step on the sunflowers too bad, if there are any here. Is that the sunflower? No, it's a weed, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. I don't know if these sunflowers, how many of them actually started to grow. Seems like they might have been not so good germination. There's one for sure. There's one also. Got a few. There's a sunflower actually. That's one for sure. We'll just do a rough weeding of the biggest ones that are for sure not sunflowers. Yeah, that's fine for now, I think. Then we'll see when they grow up more, if we see. At least there was like 5-6 that I saw that are for sure some things, some sunflower thingies. Any snakes? I see potatoes. This stuff we can weed soon. Or maybe I can irrigate it once and then let it dry up and then weed it. You can see the potatoes are coming through. These are very easy to weed because the potatoes look very different from everything else. Same with these guys, same with this, same with this, same with this. This may be more questionable. Yeah, John man spraying. And this is weeded and sprayed. Then we only need liquids. We only need water after this. I might irrigate at the little test plot again there to see how it grows. Sit here for a little bit. See when John's spraying. Then here we get left a little test strip. This is unweeded. See if it grows better. Is there an issue? No issues. John is spraying just fine. Just trying to find the right lines. Spraying some nutrients. It's getting a little windy now, but he only has this little bit left here, so he can do that now, I think. Spraying some manganese, yeah, it's a micronutrient, nutrient, whatever you want to call it. Basically like a vitamin for the crop. Same as when we eat like vitamin C or vitamin D or something. It's kind of the same thing that John's spraying. But yeah, the mist you see, that's like water, because when we mix the batch, it's like 600 liters, but it's like 99% water, and then you just add a little bit of nutrients, and the water works as so you can disperse it evenly everywhere. Yeah, now he only has like, maybe he's got like 1-2 passes left. How much liquids do we have left? Oh yeah, only a little bit at the bottom. Looks like he's gonna run out at the right time. Maybe only one pass up and then he's ready. How many acres? He's gonna spray, like we're gonna spray all the oats that we have this year, so it's like probably like 60 acres. But in the morning he did that field and this field now, that's like maybe 20 acres, and then do the rest in the evening on the other big fields or bigger fields. Because it's getting, as I said, it's getting so windy that you don't want to spray when it's super windy, then the wind just carries everything away. But yeah, now he's pretty much out, or maybe he's done. You're gonna do one pass back here to get it empty. But yeah, kind of sunny day today. It was supposed to be maybe more cloudy, but yeah, we need cloud, we need rain. That's what we're hoping for. Oh, yeah, I guess he's done. It's should be pretty empty also with the tank. He could just double spray if he's got a little bit left, but he might be out. But yeah, I guess I could set up the irrigation. I'm not gonna start irrigating the garden either yet, but I could set it up, so I just need to put the open the valve so we get water, because it's getting pretty dry in the garden, and then we can also irrigate a test plot out in the big fields. We'll see, should I start here with irrigating just a little bit on these guys? How dry is it here? Well, it's not terribly dry. I could put a little bit here and then more over there. Maybe we'll set it up so we start here. Let's see, how is this now? Can go from here. Yeah, it's set up to do the 90 degrees, so probably just start here. Now it should be ready just to fire it up, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna wait until it's in the shade here. Then we get much more water that actually gets sucked up in the dirt. If I put it on now, it's hot, sunny. Much of it is just gonna evaporate away. Growing hemp, well, not this year at least. We'll see some other year. I haven't checked like even what's the price and what kind of yields can you get, and I haven't checked anything, so I don't know. But not this year, but that's for sure. We have all the fields are growing now, so can't put anything in there anymore. But yeah, this is set up now, so I will just put it on, and later when this is in the shade, this place, then irrigate a bit here and then irrigate more there, and then even more in the maybe in the big field, just do a little test bit. But yeah, I guess for now this is good here. Was there anything else I want to do now? Probably not too much. Like we did fly with the drone earlier, so yeah, if anybody joined later, you can check the VOD. We did fly some with the drone earlier today, and I think it worked okay. So if you want to check out that, then you can check out that. But other than that, I think John is gonna take a break now. He's gonna spray the rest in the evening. So that's probably gonna be it for today. Then we'll see what the weather does next and what we can do next. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Great dawn bread, coffee in a jar, frost on the shed roof, keys in my hand. Massey 35, waiting by the birch line. Old paint fading, still stops on command. Oh yeah, red tractors in the pines, working through the finished sky. From the barley to the rye, and the spruce that scrapes so high. 35, 165, 399, still pulling fine. 645 by the front of the line. Red tractors in the pine. Rain dust dancing, sun breaks the fall. Black soil turning under steel and slaw. 165 homes through the low wet ground. 399 hauls as the swans swing around. Red tractors in the pine, working through the finished sky. From the barley to the rye, and the spruce that scrapes so high. 35, 165, 399, still pulling fine. 645 by the front of the line. Red tractors in the pines. Oh, yeah. Forest at our shoulders, fields at our feet. 4 old friends and a lifetime of weed. Red tractors in the pines, working through the finished sky. From the valley to the rye, and the spruce that scrapes so high. 35, 165, 399, still pulling fine. 645 by the front of the line. Red tractors in the pine. Red tractors in the pine. Chat keeps yapping about my life like it knows my every move, but it never stacked up birch pile high. truck rig loose. Long field flat and frozen, breath hangs wide in the air. I got belly under blankets and diesel in my prayer. Weather is the boss out here, not some screen, not some talk in my ear. From the grain to the gray old moss, clock says go, but the sky says stop. I plan, I push, I cuss, I toss, but the weather is the boss. Red Massey hums at sunrise, tracks through slush and clay. Spruce line holds the hillside where the saw sings half the day. Skis lean by the back door, waiting on a clear blue spell. I read the clouds like scripture, more than any manual. Weather is the boss out here, not some screen, not some talk in my ear. From the grain to the gray old moss, clock says go, but the sky says stop. I plan, I push, I cuss, I toss, but the weather is the boss. Frost, flood, hail, thaw, I just dance to what I'm dealt. Oh yeah, you can tell me what I should do, but this land decides itself. Weather is the boss out here, not some screen, not some talk in my ear. From the grain to the gray old moss, clock says go, but the sky says stop. I plan, I push, I cuss, I toss, out on this finished cross. Yeah, yeah, the weather is the boss. Great dawn breath, coffee in a jar, frost on the shed roof, keys in my hand. Massey 35, waiting by the birch line. Old paint fading, still stops on command. Oh yeah, red tractors in the pines, working through the finished sky. From the barley to the rye, and the spruce that scrapes so high. 35, 165, 399, still pulling fine. 645 by the front of the line. Red tractors in the pine. Rain dust dancing, sun breaks the fall. Black soil turning under steel and slaw. 165 homes through the low wet ground. 399 holes as the swans swing around. Red tractors in the pine, working through the finished sky. From the barley to the rye, and the spruce that scrapes so high. 35, 165, 399, still pulling fine. 645 by the front of the line. Red tractors in the pines. Oh yeah. Forest at our shoulders, fields at our feet. 4 old friends and a lifetime of weed. Red tractors in the pine, working through the finished sky. From the valley to the rye, push the scrape so